Okay, this is a time lapse of me painting a tree. I'm gonna show you the picture of the tree that I was painting over there on the top right corner. Just look up Google Images, look up tree, and I don't know, photography or photo of tree. So as you can see here, before I get into anything, I'm using really bad paper. This is not watercolor paper. This is kind of a wood pulp paper. I didn't realize what I was buying when I was buying it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use this as sketching slash practicing paper. And, you know, I, when they say you need to get good watercolor paper, it's true, but I just didn't want to use my good watercolor paper on a practice sketch. However, this actually didn't turn out so bad. I was testing my skills here of tree branches and just, composition and just the shades of green, and I just wanted to get better because this is my first real watercolor tree. So I'm really happy with this, how it turned out. I tried to get the light, because you can see that there's light on the left here, on the right, and then darker on the left, but I think it just looks like different shades of green. Here you can see I'm putting in the different branches of the tree, and I'm really enjoying myself here. I think I'm mixing in the different colors and adding in the details. So after I've let that initial wash kind of dry, now I'm adding on the details of the different leaves on the tree. And as you can see, I'm trying to be more darker on the left and use, because of the way the sun is hitting the tree from the right side. I don't know if I was able to capture that very well. Your tips in the comment box would be great. And yeah, I mean, just adding some details, adding more. Here I did the bottom field with the shading and all that. I think this painting will be done soon. Again, I tried to go into pure yellow at this point. Okay, so this one's done. Here, this specific tree, because it's dome shaped, I wanted to sketch it out first to make sure I got all the kind of dimensions correct and just kind of like the general shape of the tree correct. And I really like my initial sketch. It's very light here, you can hardly see it, but it's quite a nice sketch. I'm very happy with it. Also, I'm not exactly copying these exactly. This is not real life realistic photos. This is, or like copies. Again, this is just practice. So I went in with a wash of basically yellowish green and then added a bit of dots of darker green to kind of get the theme going. Again, if this was good watercolor paper, it would have translated better. So unfortunately, the paper started warping, and you can see here that all the paper started collecting, or the watercolor started collecting at the bottom. So I had to remove it using this method of just pulling out the wet paint with the dry brush. It's really fun, actually, really putting my skills to the test. So back to the branches here, and again, the bottom of the painting, and here using a blow dry to kind of dry my painting out. Unfortunately, it's not looking nice yet, but it will look better. It has good promise, especially once you start adding the details. Again, I'm not using the best watercolor paper, and I keep saying this. I know it's not an excuse, but honestly speaking, I really think this would have turned out so much nicer had I used the correct paper. Still, I didn't want it to discourage me. I didn't want to start again. I just wanted to enjoy myself and push myself to the limits. And here I'm trying to get the texture, because you can see here that there are parts. I think I did it a bit better here on this tree. There were, in the top left there, that's where the sun is hitting. So I tried to get as much as I can from that. So there was kind of on the bottom right, or the right side of the tree had more darkness to it, and the bottom on the top left of it had more light. And yeah, I just kept adding the details and more details, and just ensuring that I'm also circumspect to the way that the tree leaves are growing. So they're kind of popping out of the painting, and I tried to get that But again, I didn't want to copy it exactly because I'm not a realistic painter or a real painter. I'm more of just enjoying myself, kind of understanding my style. I still don't know, I'm just practicing. Again, I like tree branches, so this was fun, just drawing the little tree branches peeking out from between the leaves. Thank you for coming with me on this journey of just practice trees. And next time I'll use good watercolor paper. But for now, I just want to share this with you. Let me know in the comments below, your thoughts. What would you like me to paint next? What are your techniques and what are your how would you have done things differently? Thank you for staying with me until the end of this time lapse. Your attention span is totally fine. And yeah, till next time.